And welcome back to Press X for Chromosomes, where this might be kind of an odd episode. We'll find out. We actually had recorded this part prior, so we're going to kind of be flippant, probably, about it. But we had recorded this prior, and our computer, our capture, everything's just freaking out and freezing and shit like that. And so we...
got a new capture card.
We got a new capture card because we kind of started to surmise that. Talk to these dudes over here.
Right,
yeah. The one that's like clearly you're somebody because like who has something that bright and clean in the slums?
And also, yeah, like you said, is it a bird? No, it's a fucking scarf.
It's a scarf. It's like a very elaborate scarf.
Kid, seriously?
Yeah. And so this guy's just gonna talk about fucking side quests. I'm gonna talk over him.
Hurry, side quests.
Hey there, Jiva.
But we got we surmised that it's probably the capture card because they stopped support for the one that we had in 2012, and so that's how long we've had it. That's how long technically we've been doing capturing. We've just been very sporadic with it, and then only the last like handful of years have we been like more serious about recording and shit like that. But so we think that the capture was finally giving up the ghost, but it was making our whole computer freeze. Like, we'd have to cold start it, cold boot it every time. And
which is not good for computers.
Yeah, it's irritating.
Yeah.
And so, but our computer is pretty decent. It just lacks a video card, but the processor is so good that it didn't really need one either. And so we had, so I was like, at most it needs a video card, but I don't think that's the reason because it's just it runs fine any other fucking point,
right? Well, and
doesn't freeze, and then only when we're capturing shit is when it's freezing now, and it didn't have that issue. Well, it was starting to kind of have that issue, I think, a little bit before I moved.
Yeah, there was like a little bit of freezing, a little bit of like audio fucking
little weirdness, but like we're like it was kind of normal for it, like maybe not that frequent, but we hadn't had things happen in a while, so we're just like, oh, it's time for it, I guess, and then fucking like we'll fix it.
And then twice in one night.
And then it happened multiple recording sessions in a row. And then twice in one night. And we were just like, this guy is going places.
So that guy is literally me when I can't decide what I have for dinner. Where I'm like,
you just circle walk.
I kind of go towards my keys being like, oh, I'll go get something to eat. Then it's just like, no, I really shouldn't have McDonald's again.
I should go get something to eat. No, I shouldn't have. But I want McDonald's. No, I don't want a McDonald's. That was me kind of yesterday. Because I want KFC, but now that we live out in the fucking middle of nowhere, we're not near anything. So we're like, we could go to Fred Meyer and then hit up the KFC in Marysville, and then like.
So but it's such a drive.
But we ended up doing it because I was like, I want KFC, and I'm sticking to my guns on that. So Eric's like, well, we could have leftovers. I was like, woo, New Year's Day leftovers. I love it.
I told my mom I specifically want something special for New Year's, and she was like, what do you have in mind? And I was like, Contos. Well, Contos is closed. I mean, not like permanently, but like they were just closed down for the night. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, fine, I can't have Contos. And so she was just like, all right, what do you want from this like restaurant? And I was like, we get that all the time though. But it wasn't, like I said, leftovers. I really shouldn't complain considering my dinners lately have consisted of oatmeal. Because I rediscovered I had oatmeal.
Oh, oatmeal's good though.
Oatmeal is good.
Oatmeal's very good. What was that?
But yeah, so we have a new capture card. We got a video card on the way. We're we ordered a video card because I was just like, let's just make sure. Exactly, yeah.
And we have a new capture card, so we theoretically in the future when we get the video card should be able to
maybe
record in 60 frames.
Yes.
And then potentially in 4K, but also that's a nightmare of like rendering time and shit like that. So that's why that might not also happen.
My home computer will not be able to handle that.
It'll take forever to like
take
post render. Yeah.
Considering it took
and like import.
It took 40 minutes for it to render these last 5 episodes of Final Fantasy VII because my computer's just old enough. I need to start really figuring out what I need to like upgrade it so I can upgrade the fuck out of it. Like literally our recording computer is probably better than my home computer, which is sad. Like,
to be fair, I think it's probably a little better than my own computer, and I've loosely upgraded that like more frequently than this one.
And I was playing Final Fantasy 14 a lot this week, and the amount of times my game has lagged on like the lowest graphics settings possible.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like I had to like turn off enemy effects except for like when they do an AoE and you have to like get out of the fucking way. But like I had to turn off so many effects and everything. Like only I get effects. Thank you very much. I get to see when I cast a spell, but none of y'all. But which makes a lot of sense why I couldn't figure out who the healer was actually healing, now that I think about it.
You're like, what the fuck? It's not me.
Well, because I could hear like the cure noise, and I'm like, who's getting healed? And like at one point I got hit, so I was like, hurt. And so our healer healed me, so I was like, oh sweet, I have all the health. Why didn't I get a little like, sparkles around me for me being healed? Oh right, because I have settings off. But
yeah, well, like and I have to like turn down stuff sometimes and stuff like that, and jeez, push that other cat.
I got dropped during the Ifrit raid.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And that's like one of the first like mandatory raids.
Yes.
God, I fucking waited in that because I started playing that at like 4 a.m. and no one was online, and so they just like, so I was waiting in that queue for fucking ever, and I was just like, fuck this, and like fortunately there's a guard that will let you out.
Right.
Like he's like, you can go do other shit. I was like, I need to because no one else will fucking do shit.
I was wondering
do you have anything else to say?
I'm sick and tired of chasing this little guy around.
Yeah, it's a cat. Well, luckily I had my UK friends who very kindly waited up for me. Like they stayed up late to get me through the Ifrit raid,
which is super nice.
Yeah, it was so nice of them. And I unlocked it and I was like, guys, go to bed. And they're like, no, it literally takes like 5 minutes. Like, don't worry, it's like super fast.
Well, because they're like high level.
Well, no, they made alts on this account because
that's super
they're
nice.
UK, so they have like the UK servers. So they made a US server specifically to come play with me.
I didn't realize the servers were that different too. Well, I thought they were like the different servers were for like different regions too.
So you got your data centers, and your data centers, like you've got like I think 2 for the US, 2 for the UK, a couple for Asia, that kind of stuff. You can't, and then of course between the data centers, then you have your worlds. You can jump between the worlds in your data center, but you can't jump data centers. So because they're on a different data center than us, they couldn't move their characters over to come play. So they literally made characters on the server I'm playing on Ultros to come play with us. Me. If you want to play again, us.
Yeah, no, I would like to play again eventually. It's just costs money.
No, yeah, I totally
get that. On a regular basis. Yeah. So that's the thing that actually kind of prevented me, for the last handful, like the majority of the year, because like I was trying to save and stuff like that. So it's gonna become kind of a budget thing. Like,
no, and I totally get that.
Afford it,
well, and that's what I like about like the time card system is just being like, oh, I can afford like the the $15 this month.
I just like the fucking that's not a bad way, but I also just want to. Why can't I just buy it once? And then I get like server maintenance, but like
that's what the in-game shop is for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Head on over to the old town.
But I don't know. I've always been not a fan of MMOs for those reasons.
No, exactly. Yeah. But
I did enjoy fucking I'm just curious what he had. I don't remember. I don't even know what he was telling me.
I think the main shopkeep had something at a discount that we were like, ooh, but I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah, we're a week later, new recording system shit, so it's just like, I don't know, man.
Memory lost.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I got dropped in the middle of the Ifrit fight. And because this was after very horrific nightmares, so I wasn't on like voice chat, but I literally screamed, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because there was no sign whatsoever that I was desyncing, and it just got dropped, like no warning whatsoever.
Aww.
And so I was on Discord being like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I was so upset because I was like, they literally stayed up late. Like it's 1 a.m. their time, and they usually go to bed at like 10.
Baby hour. Me on a regular basis staying up till fucking 4 a.m. on accident.
They do their best actually like having a schedule and that kind of stuff because
No, that's fair. I'm trying to make one, but my cat's a piece of shit.
yeah. Well, and then I'm also a piece of shit where I stay over and I'm like, I'm gonna stay here, and you're like, get the fuck out.
No, well, to be fair, I'm also like, okay, we're done at certain points because like my body's like, I'm tired.
Right. But so like I logged back on and they're like, it's okay, don't worry, we can run it again. It'll be super fast because one of them's a healer and one of them's a tank. So we just have to wait for another DPS, which is a lot of DPSers. So they're like, we've got our healer, we don't have to wait for a healer. We got our tank, we don't need to wait for a tank. Like they're like, we will connect so fast to people. They're like, it's fine, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. And I log back in. I'm in the raid. Like, Ifrit's dead, the other person's gone, and they're both still there. And they come running up, and they're like, yay! And they're like, do you need to do it again? And I'm like, well, it doesn't say it's counted yet. And then we left the raid. It counted. It fucking counted.
Hell yeah.
I was so fucking happy.
That's great.
I was just like, yes, I don't have to do it again. And they're like, sweet, we're going to bed.
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel that.
I was like, Godspeed.
I can't wait to fucking be that person eventually, being like, I'm going to bed. When I say I'm going to bed.
For me, like, I had full intentions last night going to sleep by midnight 30, and then that's literally exactly when you texted me.
I was like, no, hold on, fucking no food. We got food here. And I was like, whatever, they'll get it when fucking they wake up.
Yeah, but
that's why I felt bad because I was worried that you're gonna get like bing 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 or something like that right as you're trying to like fucking sleep.
If it's really that much of an issue, I actually will turn my phone to silent.
No, that's fair.
Because
but that's why I was like, well, there was like 3 rapid fire texts, and that's why I was like, I'll leave it at that because that gets the point across. But like, I was gonna put it in there. They were like, anyway, have a good night, and then I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're like clearly already trying to sleep.
There were so many times where I was like trying to like text you back where I could barely have the strength to tap the phone.
That's fucking fair. And meanwhile, I'm like high on my mind and giggling about our stupid conversation that we had.
No. I was laughing all over that shit.
Oh,
but
which that's mildly related.
Oh yeah.
We hopefully will find out.
Yes.
We might be mono now. So you, not as in the illness, but we might. We've always been stereo, our recording audio.
Yeah.
That's why we've always had the left ear, right ear thing. And it's because of our mixer and stuff like that, because it's only a 2-person mixer, and it just automatically puts in left ear, right ear.
Right.
We've not had a way to
change that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one
is the one that's new. I was like, I need this.
Right, yeah, because it's got Poisonous Tuna and Resist, which is amazing.
Yeah. So I'm going to buy exactly one of those.
Because, yeah, I think Asuna gets rid of almost all effects.
And I was going to like...
I know it's like sleep, poison, paralysis.
Well, it's...
I don't remember what else.
Oh, high potions now.
Is also down.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have those before. He didn't have either of those.
Okay,
so those are brand new. I was going to see if I could sell anything, too.
You can't sell your bangles. I remember that
I already
much.
sold a fuck ton of potions.
Yes, you did, because you had over 40 potions.
I had a lot of shit. I'm on easy, baby. But,
yeah.
fucking...
We have an extra ice materia.
And an extra lightning, I think.
Do we?
Yeah, I think, because...
Didn't you pull the lightning off of yourself?
Yeah, I'll just sell the ice for now.
Yeah, because I remember we picked up an ice materia, and we were like, God damn it.
Maybe I'll give lightning to Barrett when he actually joins.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we've always been in stereo, in stereo, basically, because the program Elgato specifically, the one that we had, our 2012 old ass Elgato, didn't have the ability to like, it didn't have any option to mix it into mono, and unless I wanted to export individually, which ironically we're having to do that now because they both walked back a couple like features, but then like have trimmed the fat and have better features now for this like newer program.
It's less control but better.
Yeah, it's better at the same time, so hopefully this works. I'm like mega nervous because we've had so many failures over the past like few recording sessions that I'm like, I really hope this works fine, and it seems like it will. I'm just nervous perpetually about it, and this is brand new, so we're extra nervous about that.
It's the whole thing of we've been flamed a couple times. So now we're
Yeah.
just kind of tired and wary of
By
being
our
flamed
equipment.
again.
Yeah, not by like people.
Oh yeah. No, by our equipment.
Because I realize in internet lingo that's gonna mean.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. But what actually tipped us, I think, more off the fact that it was our capture card was because you were feeling around being like, the computer's not warm, the Elgato's not warm, but when you disconnected the cord, it was like hot.
The HDMI cord specifically.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this that hot? Like
Yeah.
it's warm. And then I felt the capture card. It was pretty warm as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think it's the capture that's freaking out. I think it's finally on the fritz. I mean, it's fair. It's lasted us the better part of a decade.
Yeah, no.
So, like, if they stop support for it in 2012, then we've had that thing for probably a decade.
See, I know us specifically, we've been recording for at
He doesn't really
least 6 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, seriously, for like maybe 5 years,
Yeah.
and then,
talker.
And then it was your brothers before that.
but we had bought a new one, remember?
I'm coming.
I
And
don't-
then I don't, at some point we shifted them around, and Max has one, and
right.
then that one was gone forever because he gave it to somebody else annoyingly. And
Of course.
yeah, whatever. He's never gonna touch any of our stuff ever again. So
No, he will not.
But so we. Sorry, I'm like stupid. I'm trying to
No, you're
remember
good.
what we're doing because we're on the fucking stupid like
Gotta
we're
save.
clearly here, but we're also not here. But like and they have like the funny like incidental music right now too.
Yeah.
But that's like less annoying. The fucking funny footfalls from Fire Emblem Three Houses. But
I need to see if the Final Fantasy 14 music is on Spotify.
it might be. Square Enix is finally fucking putting shit on Spotify. So
I have been loving the music in that game.
it's good. There's a
love-
lot of things that it's really. I understand why people really like it.
Yeah.
I just it costs money.
Yeah, I love the Western not the Western, just the Thanland music in general around Ulda.
I don't exactly remember because I haven't played it in like a year.
It's the desert area.
Yeah,
But that's where I started, so I love it.
but moral of the story is we might now be mono.
Yeah, going back to what we were trying to
Yeah,
say.
and so because now this program has that functionality, it lets
Yes.
us mono down
All
mix.
he had to do was keep his mouth
So
shut.
we might not have to have any.
Anyway, you
Which
just
I
get the
know
officers and
it
I'll
was kind of unique, but at
figure
the same
something
time,
out.
it was kind of an issue to have the
Yeah.
two split because I understand the issue between like headphones and stuff like
Right.
that, earphones,
Only having one.
and people. Sometimes we get people come by being like,
yeah, I don't like your channel because of this.
yeah, and it's like, I mean, that's a fair criticism. We just couldn't really do anything about it, but without putting way more effort into it than we really
Yeah.
wanted to, and
Now we're forced to put more effort
now
into
we're
it.
kind of forced to, but we don't have to worry about converting it into because we'd have to convert it. Now we don't have to worry about converting it, but now we have to do extra shit. So we're gonna have a little bit of a learning experience, and
Yeah.
hopefully you guys won't notice much because stop shooting me, dude. It's really unkind, and I don't like it.
But
Not
basically,
But
just be patient with us for a little while.
I guess this is happening.
Tifa. There we go.
Yeah, please help me.
Oh, this way. Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
can-
used to
you can
switch. Right.
Yeah.
It's been a week, but it's been
speedy as fuck.
we put all the fast shit on her. To be fair, remember? Yeah.
So, is it over? Yo, anybody there?
Just leave them.
Just walk away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
What now?
because now we have to edit all the audio individually a little bit, and that's not too hard because we can set our commentary audio.
To a certain level, so that way
Well, we
we'll
can
be
just,
consistent.
We can just slap it. Yeah, it's the same settings as it's always been, so we just slap it into the same slot in Premiere, because it saves our preferences. But we just now need to make a new slot, and every game we're gonna have to loosely adjust it for each
fine.
game, so we're not competing with it.
right. So
Because now we're
this-
just recording it at its full audio, and then in Premiere we
more.
go in and fucking
edit it.
the
Yeah.
game audio down because it's gonna be mega loud.
So the game audio in this
You're
is
scaring
probably
me.
going to be different than the episode before, and all the Mario's, all the future Mario.
Everything's gonna be slightly different now.
I can't even
From
say,
this point onwards, we're gonna with every series we have that's like in the intermediary
Yeah,
of things. We'll say something
yeah.
of like the same regard.
Give you guys
like
a
that.
heads up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we do still have a little bit of a backlog of the secondary series.
Yeah,
that I've just
so
been
like
sitting on.
there'll be a point where we'll be like, this is new stuff,
Yeah.
or this
Different
we
mixed.
haven't been playing this for a long time because
Actually, you guys will be able to tell because we'll be mono.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe if it doesn't freak the fuck out.
Fair
Because
enough.
that's my second worry is that like, what if it just has a stroke?
It's been about 20 minutes.
I know. I'm like scared to go over 20 minutes. We'll see. So far, it's been okay.
Hashtag one fear.
But we have had a lot of whiffs the last 2 sessions, so we're
It's just draining too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't eaten anything, so now I'm like
I had
nervous on a grander scale. But we could always stop it here because this is relatively
This is
where we
where we
stopped
stopped,
last
yeah.
time, and then the whole episode fucking froze. So. We didn't get anything.
we did it in like literally 10 minutes less time.
Yeah, because well, instead of fucking around, I just went directly to the places because now
Fair
I knew what
enough,
to do. And from here on out, I'll be fucking around and not being as efficient.
Hooray!
'Cause I won't know what to do. But yeah, like just to like wrap it up, that's been mostly this is basically all we did the last time, so that's why we kind of talked around it, but over it. But that's how things are gonna be different, and I don't think anyone's going to be super upset about us changing to mono instead of stereo. Because the game's still going to be in stereo.
Right.
But we personally won't be in every ear. We'll be in every ear. We won't be in individual ears anymore.
So you don't have to worry about listening with both headphones in.
As
you can
much.
Just, you can just have one bud.
Which it's something we've always wanted to do. Like I said, it's just was too much work to do it when we have. Because like this channel is more of a hobby than a monetary thing. So it's the kind of weight of like, well, I still need to work my day job.
Right.
You know,
We can't just abandon
I
our
can't
jobs just to do this.
waste all my fucking free time on editing videos. So that's why we haven't bothered with it. But now that it might be able just to do it in the first place, like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, we'll fucking do that because it'll make our videos a little bit more accessible for everybody. And then we'll just have to edit a slightly more. It's I don't think it's as much editing. I think it's more just changing. It adds one thing on, kind of, but like it's slightly adjusting editing, and I think we'll get super quick at that too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But
once we know our values, it'll be just click, click, go.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
So we'll catch you guys on the next episode of hopefully things haven't fucked up.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So until next time, bye.